Good morning, students. Today we will do the revision of this chapter as we have completed the chapter number 1 of history, the rise of nationalism in Europe. We have learned and we have studied all the parts of this chapter in details. So now it is the turn to do the revision of this chapter. Let's start the revision work. So what happened in the after the French Revolution? The idea of nationalism emerged and the idea of nation building or nationalism evolved after the French Revolution 1789. Following ideas emerged in support of nationalism. What were these ideas which were emerged in the support of nationalism? Emergence of ideas La Patrie, the fatherland, and Les Citoyens. First idea was that there should be the fatherland and all the citizens of this land should be called the citoyen, and national flag replaced the royal standard. Earlier what was the standard of the king's flag? Now it was replaced by tricolor flag, and now centralized administrative has put and formulated uniform laws. Means now uniform laws were introduced. State general was replaced by national assembly. Uniform system of weights and measure was adopted as it was introduced by Napoleon Bonaparte. So now after the French Revolution, what happened? Uniform system of weights and measure was also adopted, and Jacobin clubs carried the idea of nationalism abroad. Means people started establishing their own political clubs like Jacobin clubs in France. So Napoleon Code of 1804 or Civil Code. I have already explained this topic. What was Napoleonic Code and what were the features of Napoleonic Code or Civil Code? It was also known as Civil Code or Napoleonic Code. As you know that Napoleon abolished of all privileges based on birthright. What were the privileges or facilities given to the people on the basis of their birth? If they were born in a rich or noble family, they were given some facilities or privileges by birth. Right to property for French citizens. Now means Napoleon introduced right to property for French citizens, and he removed all the restrictions on guilds and towns. Whatsoever were restrictions in towns, now these were removed, and he also introduced equality before law. Means before law all are equal, there will be no discrimination. There was improvement in transport and communication system. Napoleon improved the transport and communication system, and he abolished the feudal system and serfdom. जो पहले जमींदारी सिस्टम था उसे ख़त्म कर दिया, and he simplified the administrative divisions. So next topic is liberalism, conservatism. Who were liberals? Liberals कौन थे? Liberalism is derived from Latin word liber meaning free. Politically, it emphasized the concept of government by consent and inviolability of private property. For new middle classes, it was freedom for the individual and equality of all before the law. Economically, it stood for the freedom or markets and abolitions of restrictions of the movement of goods and capital. So liberals people, they gave importance of the concept of government by consent and inviolability of private property, and for new middle classes it was freedom for the individual. Means न्यू मिडिल क्लास के लिए ये फ्रीडम थी इंडिविजुअल की एंड इक्वलिटी ऑफ ऑल बिफोर द लॉ. इकोनॉमिकली इट मीन्स It stood for the freedom of markets, means people could trade in the markets, and abolitions of restrictions of movements of goods and capital. So it was the opinion of liberal people or liberalism. Although conservatives did not tolerate criticism, impose censorship, they were in the favor of censorship. They were autocratic. They were in the favor of church, or they were in the favor of king's rules, or the monarchical system, like church, social hierarchies, and property. They believed in traditional institutions, although they wanted a change, but they wanted gradual change. They did not want to change the traditional values, traditional things, and although they wanted modernization, yet they did not want to change their past. In 1815, European powers Britain, Russia, Austria, Prussia, who collectively defeated Vienna, drew a Treaty of Vienna. सो 1815 में क्या हुआ कि जो यूरोपियन पावर्स थी, यानी जो ब्रिटेन, रशिया और ऑस्ट्रिया और प्रशिया, जिन्होंने मिलकर जो है वियना में डिफीट किया था नेपोलियन को मिलकर, और उन्होंने वियना में ट्रीटी ऑफ वियना की. सो व्हाट वाज दिस ट्रीटी ऑफ वियना और वियना कांग्रेस? व्हाट वाज द ऑब्जेक्टिव? undo most of the changes of Napoleon in Europe. So what were the changes made by Napoleon during his rule? So these changes will be undo. ये changes को undo कर दिया जाएगा. Restored Bourbon dynasty to power, and France lost territories which were annexed by Napoleon. Means again बर्बन डायनेस्टी का शासन होगा. फ्रांस जो टेरिटरीज हार गया था, नेपोलियन ने जीती थी, वो लौटा दी जाएंगी. Kingdoms of Netherlands, which included Belgium, a series of states were set up like Austria got the control of North Italy. Austria को कहाँ का कंट्रोल मिला? North Italy का. और Genoa was added to the Piedmont, and Prussia was a part of Saxony, and Russia was given part of Poland. So this was the Treaty of Vienna. This is the most important question. Next is Romanticism. A cultural movement developed a particular form of national sentiment. Artists generally criticize the glorification of reason and science. So what was the time of Romanticism? What was Romanticism? This type of question can be asked, so you can give the answer in this way. A cultural movement developed a particular form of national sentiment that was called Romanticism, and during this phase, artists generally criticized the glorification of reason and science, and they focused on emotions, institutions, and mystical feelings. They focused on the mystical feelings, and they shared a common cultural past on the basis of nation. They, the poetry, art, music, and story were used to shape national feelings, and different types of artists, they showed their art, and they tried to shape the nation, and it intensified the nationalist feelings. Next is Greek Revolution 1830. What was Greek of War of Independence? Since 15th century, Greek was part of Ottoman Empire. ग्रीस जो था किसका पार्ट था? ऑटोमन एम्पायर का हिस्सा था 15th सेंचुरी से ही. तो स्ट्रगल फॉर ग्रीक्स इंडिपेंडेंस स्टार्टेड विद द ग्रोथ ऑफ नेशनलिज्म इन यूरोप फ्रॉम द ऑटोमन एम्पायर इन 1821. सो ग्रीक की जो इंडिपेंडेंस थी, वो नेशनलिज्म की जो भावना यूरोप में बढ़ी, और ऑटोमन एम्पायर 1821 से ये स्ट्रगल किया इन लोगों ने, ग्रीक के लोगों ने. Support from the West European countries, and they got support from the West European countries in this revolution, and Greek culture and literature inspired the poets and artists who supported the revolution. So Greek culture also and literature written by different writers, and the poetries by poets, and the art by the artists, these supported the revolution. Germany revolutions of the liberals 1848. 831 elected representatives marched to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament, drafted a constitution for a German nation based on constitutional monarchy. What happened in Germany Revolution of the Liberals 1848? 831 जो इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव थे वो आगे बढ़े फ्रैंकफर्ट पार्लियामेंट में और उन्होंने एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ड्राफ्ट किया जर्मन नेशन के लिए जो कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की पर आधारित था. Prussian king Frederick William IV rejected their demands. They wanted to draft a constitution that was based on constitutional monarchy, but the Prussian king Frederick William IV rejected their demands. The Parliament mainly took interest in the workers and artisans as it was largely dominated by the middle class members. So Parliament mainly took interest in the workers and artisans. क्यों इंटरेस्ट लिया? बिकॉज इट वॉज लार्जली डोमिनेटेड बाय द मिडिल क्लास मेंबर्स. ट्रूप्स फोर्सिबली डिस्बैंडेड द असेंबली. तो जो सेनाएं थी उन्होंने इसको असेंबली को डिस्बैंड कर दिया. यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ जर्मनी. उसके बाद क्या होता है? यूनिफिकेशन होता है जर्मनी का. एफर्ट्स वर मेड बाय द मिडिल क्लास जर्मन्स टू राइट द डिफरेंट रीजन्स ऑफ जर्मन कॉन्फेडरेशन इनटू ए नेशन स्टेट. तो प्रयास किए गए मिडिल क्लास जर्मन्स के द्वारा कि डिफरेंट रीजन्स लिखे जाएं जर्मन कॉन्फेडरेशन के, उनको एक नेशन स्टेट बनाने में. सो दीज एफर्ट्स वर सुप्रेस्ड बाय मोनार्की, बट द मोनार्की और द किंग्स डिड नॉट लाइक दीज एफर्ट्स एंड दे ट्राइड टू suppress these efforts and with the help of military and landowners in Prussia. The national unification was taken under by the leadership of Prussia. So now national unification was led by the leader of Prussia. Otto von Bismarck of Prussia played the role of main leader in the act of nation building. Actually, he was Otto von Bismarck of Prussia. He was the main leader who played important role in the building of nation building. 1871, Kaiser William I was declared as the new emperor of a new empire. So 1871 में क्या हुआ कि केसर विलियम वन जो थे उन्हें नया एम्पायर न्यू एम्पायर का घोषित कर दिया गया, डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया. द यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ जर्मनी एस्टैब्लिश प्रेशियन डोमिनेंस इन यूरोप. करेंसी, बैंकिंग, लीगल एंड जुडिशियल सिस्टम वर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द न्यू जर्मन एम्पायर. So this was about the unification of Germany. In the next video we will learn about the unification of Italy and the last topic, that is visualizing the nation, that we will complete tomorrow. In this way we will do the revision. After that I'll take test. Be ready for the test. On Google form I'll take the test, or I'll give you test of MCQ. So be ready after the completion of this revision schedule. Thanks and have a nice day.